You stand beneath the arena. Above your head is the dull, continuous roar of thousands of people. You can't see their faces, but you can feel the weight of their expectation. The sand above is still clean, light, almost beautiful. But you know that in a few minutes it will turn dark, sticky and slippery. It will be churned by feet, bodies, and blood. The smell of metal will mix with sweat and fear. On the thumbnail, you saw a gladiator, a helmet, a sword, glory. But today, you won't learn about a fight. You will live the life before it and after it. Because a gladiator is not a hero. He is a slave given a weapon and told to die crasivo, to die beautifully. Today, you will live this life. And by the end, you will understand why dying in the arena was not the worst outcome. You didn't choose the arena. Almost no one did. You could have been a prisoner of war, captured in another campaign. You could have been a criminal, sentenced to fight instead of execution. You could have been a slave bought at the market because you had a strong body and quick reactions. Sometimes gladiators were simply people who owed the wrong debts or were in the wrong place at the wrong time. In Rome, human life was cheap, especially if it could be turned into spectacle, tickets sold, and a celebration staged for the crowd. You are sold to a lanista, the owner of a gladiator school. To him, you are not a person, not even a future fighter. You are a line in expenses and a potential profit. He examines your shoulders, your chest, your teeth, your joints. He watches how you move, how you hold your gaze. He decides how much you might earn before you break. From this moment on, you have no name. A name is a luxury. You have a type. Murmillo, Thracian, Retiarius. You are a set of characteristics, like a weapon, like a tool, like a wager. And here is the paradox. From this moment on, your life becomes better than that of an ordinary slave. You are fed, well fed. You are given plenty of food because a strong body lasts longer. Barley porridge, beans, bread, sometimes cheese, water mixed with ash to make bones denser and less likely to break. You are treated when injured. You are not beaten without reason. Your body is capital. But none of this is care. It is maintenance of property. Like oiling a machine so it can function without failure. You live in a gladiator school. It is both a barracks and a prison. High walls, iron bars, constant supervision. Small, bare cells with no comfort. You sleep beside others like you. Some are silent, some pray, some laugh too loudly because they are afraid of silence. Escape is nearly impossible, and if it happens, it doesn't last long.
Your hips are weak.
Escape means death.
Turn them to the sun.
Sometimes slow and public,
Plant your feet,
to
boy.
discourage the rest. You train every day, for hours, with wooden weapons heavier than real ones, with weighted shields. You are not taught how to win. You are taught how to survive. You are taught to protect your neck,
Focus.
to guard your legs,
Show them discipline.
not to fall facing the crowd. You are taught to look in a way that makes spectators feel fear. Success is not measured in strikes, but in wounds. If you are injured but alive, that is acceptable. If you are dead, that is a mistake. You step into the arena. The light hits your eyes. The space feels enormous. You hear shouting but can't understand the words. The crowd is a single creature. It has no face, no memory, no mercy. It did not come for a fight. It came for emotion, for a moment. To see fear, hesitation, collapse. Your technique is secondary. Your story does not matter. If you fight beautifully, they love you. If you are boring, they will kill you, even if you technically win. The most terrifying gesture is not a sword strike. It is a thumb, up or down. It decides more than any law. You realize your life is a rating. You exist as long as you are interesting, as long as you excite the crowd, as long as they want to see you again. You can be the best fighter,
He is
but if the
dreadful.
audience yawns,
Let us go
you are
find some
already
wine
almost
instead.
dead. Because your next fight may be your last, not because of your opponent, but because of indifference. Over time, you learn the myths about freedom, about fame, about how one day everything will end well. Yes, some gladiators became famous. They were drawn on
Celebrate
walls.
your victory today.
Their names were written in charcoal. They were recognized in the streets. Women threw flowers and notes. But these were exceptions that proved the rule. For most, freedom was nearly unattainable. And even if you earned it, it was strange. You left the school walls and realized that outside, you were no one. A former slave, without a trade, without land, without protection. Many returned, because inside, you were a fighter. And outside, there was emptiness and hunger. And here lies the most unexpected and cruel fact. The worst thing is not to die in the arena. The worst thing is to survive for too long. A gladiator's body wears out quickly. Injuries never fully heal. Old wounds ache in the cold. Infections drain your strength. Bones break again and again. You slow down. You lose sharpness. You begin to lose not to your opponent, but to
The
time.
upcoming chariot races will be much better.
Indeed.
The crowd
This
feels
gladiator
it.
lacks spirit.
The cheers
Let's go.
grow weaker. Interest fades. Then you are sent to cheap fights in the provinces against multiple opponents at once, or against animals where the odds are nearly zero. Sometimes they simply stop sending you out at all. You are no longer an investment. You are an expense.
Faster, keep your shield
You stand in the shadow of the arena and watch others fight. Younger, faster, more spectacular. You are still alive, but you are no longer needed. And this state becomes more terrifying than any battle. You lived the life of a gladiator. You ate better than a farmer. You were more famous than a soldier. You felt the attention of thousands of people. You knew how your name sounded when shouted by a crowd. But you never belonged to yourself. Every step you took was permitted. Every victory you won belonged to someone else. And here is the resolution promised at the very beginning. To die in the arena meant ending the story whole, in a moment, in noise, in a scream. But to survive meant living it out in the shadows, without a name, without applause, without meaning. If stories of those who were never called heroes matter to you, subscribe.